Hi, good afternoon. I'm Gatt, curator of the Malta Maritime Museum, and I will be saying a few words about what we've been up to here at the Malta Maritime Museum in the past few years, and a little bit about what we intend to do in the future when the museum finally reopens. So, maritime museums have long been custodians of our seafaring heritage, but their role in contemporary society is continuously evolving. Today, these institutions are not just about preserving the past, they are dynamic platforms for engaging with present-day challenges and hopefully inspiring future solutions. Our mission extends beyond safeguarding artifacts. It involves fostering a deeper understanding of the historical contexts that shape our current world and using this knowledge to address pressing global issues. Our ongoing exhibition, called An Island at the Crossroads, delves into a number of themes. This exhibition explores Malta's strategic significance as a hub of cultural exchange, its role in shaping global history, and the formation of a Maltese national identity. For this talk, I have selected 3 of our artifacts, which are currently on display, which perfectly illustrate the historical yet contemporary themes of migration, recycling and sustainability, and tourism. The artifacts offer visitors a view of how our maritime past informs our present and future. By presenting historical artifacts alongside contemporary narratives, we aim to bridge the gap between the past and the present, making our heritage more accessible and meaningful to a wider audience. This is the first artifact, which is an Angry Birds bouncy ball. And this bouncy ball poignantly illustrates the theme of migration, which is nowadays a significant aspect of Malta's contemporary social background. This seemingly simple toy carries behind it a darker narrative, embodying the perilous journeys undertaken by countless migrants across the Mediterranean in search of safety and a better life. This particular bouncy ball, which you see on your screens, was given to a 5-year-old migrant child by a human trafficker during a sea crossing between Africa and Europe. The trafficker, unable to provide a life jacket small enough to fit the boy, threw the boy together with the bouncy ball into the sea, telling the boy to basically hold on to the bouncy ball if he wanted to live. This gesture highlights the desperate circumstances faced by migrants and the nature of those who exploit their vulnerability. This child's story did not end with the ball. Fortunately, he was rescued by the Armed Forces of Malta during a search and rescue operation in the Mediterranean, who, after the mission, donated the ball to the museum. This bouncy ball, which is nowadays an exhibit at our museum, transcends its function as a child's toy. It becomes a symbol of hope, of survival, and of the stark realities of the migrant experience. It represents the fragility of life and the thin line between safety and mortal danger which these people walk. For the young boy, this toy became a lifeline. Migration has been a constant in Malta's history, shaping its demographic and cultural landscape. From the time of the Phoenicians to the present day, Malta has been a crossroads for peoples and cultures, sometimes acting as a refuge for those fleeing conflict or seeking new opportunities. The contemporary migration crisis, characterized by perilous sea journeys across the Mediterranean and human trafficking, adds a new chapter to this long history. By including the bouncy ball in its collection, the Malta Maritime Museum aims to bring to attention the ongoing humanitarian crisis in the Mediterranean and hopefully fostering empathy and awareness amongst our visitors. We have to go back, sorry. So the next artifact is the one you see on screen, which is the Amati column, which stands as a testament to the themes of recycling and sustainability, given Malta's historical context as a resource-deprived island. Originally, the Amati column was a Roman pillar, sourced from marble imported from the Marmara region in modern-day Turkey, which was renowned for its high-quality stone. This marble was highly valued and indicative of the Roman Empire's extensive trade networks and engineering skill. With the arrival of the Arabs in Malta, during the 9th century, the island experienced significant cultural and administrative changes. The Roman marble pillar was repurposed as an Islamic funerary ornament, showcasing the practice of reusing valuable materials rather than quarrying for new resources. This recycling was not merely practical, but also symbolic, as it intertwined the legacy of the previous Roman civilization with the Islamic cultural and religious influences of the time. In 1651, the column underwent another transformation. Antonio Amati, a knight of the Order of St. John, financed the construction of Porto Pidocchio, an area located in Valletta Harbour, reserved for smaller craft. And the recycled Roman pillar was repurposed once again, this time as a commemorative monument, the Amati column, as you see it today. This act reflects the resourceful spirit of the Order of St. John and highlights the economic and the environmental considerations of Malta, where local resources were very scarce and the importation of new materials was costly and sometimes logistically challenging. The Amati column thus embodies a narrative of sustainability and reuse, which are key themes that resonate with modern principles of recycling and conservation. The multiple reuses of the marble pillar across centuries illustrates how societies of Malta adapted to their environment, maximizing the utility of available resources. The transformation from a pagan Roman architectural element to an Islamic funerary ornament, and finally to a monument commemorating a Christian knight's contribution, perfectly illustrates our forefathers' resourcefulness. The next and final artifact is the Banbury Diary, which provides a vivid illustration of the enduring appeal of Malta as a tourist destination, underscoring that tourism on the island is not merely a modern phenomenon, but has historical roots, particularly during the Victorian era in the 19th century. This captivating yet incomplete diary, penned by sisters Louis and Fanny Banbury, chronicles the adventures they experienced in Malta, offering a poetic and visually enriched glimpse into the life of a 19th century tourist. The Banbury sisters' diary is distinctive not only for its narrative content, but also for its artistic presentation. Written in poetic form and illustrated by hand, the diary captures the sisters' explorations and observations. This makes it a unique historical document that combines travel literature and visual art. During the Victorian era, Malta was a significant stop on the Grand Tour, a traditional trip through Europe undertaken by young aristocrats and wealthy individuals as part of their education and cultural enrichment. The Banbury Diary exemplifies this trend, highlighting how Malta's strategic location in the center of the Mediterranean, its rich history, and its unique blend of cultures made it an attractive destination for tourists long before the modern era of mass tourism and low-cost airlines. The diary also provides insights into the social dynamics of the time. The Banbury sisters, like many other young women of their era, were part of a social phenomenon colloquially known amongst British servicemen as the fishing fleet. This term referred to the influx of young British women who travelled to colonies, like Malta, in search of eligible bachelors, often officers or other gentlemen of good standing. This aspect of the diary not only adds a romantic and adventurous element to their travels, but also reflects the societal expectations of the Victorian period. Through their poetic narratives and detailed illustrations, the Banbury sisters documented their experiences of Malta's landscapes, its vibrant society, and the various cultural encounters they had on the island. Their diary offers modern readers a window into the past, showing how the island has long been at the crossroads of civilizations and a destination for those seeking beauty, adventure, and new experiences. The video, please. And now I'm going to talk a bit about the future of the museum. The future of the Malta Maritime Museum is focused on, besides the artifacts and the good stories we have to tell, we are focused on becoming greener and more sustainable. This commitment presents unique challenges, particularly in adapting our 1840s Royal Naval Bakery building into a state-of-the-art 21st century museum. This historic structure requires careful renovation to incorporate modern sustainability features without compromising its heritage value. Our plans include the installation of energy-efficient systems, the use of sustainable materials for exhibits, and the enhancement of digital platforms to expand our reach to a global audience. These efforts reflect our dedication to reducing our environmental footprint and setting an example for more sustainable museum practices. In addition to our physical renovations, we are also embracing digital innovation. Advanced 3D digitization technologies are transforming how we preserve and present our collections. These technologies allow us to create detailed digital replicas of artifacts, making them accessible to a global audience and safeguarding them against potential damage. Digital exhibitions and virtual tours will hopefully offer new ways for people to engage with our collections, breaking down geographical barriers and making our heritage more inclusive to everyone. Education and community engagement are also at the heart of our mission. We are expanding our educational programs to include workshops, lectures, and interactive activities that address contemporary issues through the lens of maritime history. The aim behind these programs will be to engage diverse audiences, from school children to lifelong learners, fostering a deeper appreciation for our maritime heritage and its relevance today. By creating opportunities for active learning and participation, we aim to inspire the next generation of historians, conservationists, and maritime enthusiasts. Collaborations with other cultural institutions, academic organizations, and environmental groups will also be crucial to our efforts. These partnerships will allow us to share resources, expertise, and best practices with the aim of enhancing our ability to address contemporary challenges. In conclusion, maritime museums like ours are not just about preserving the past, they are dynamic spaces for engaging with the present and inspiring future generations. By addressing contemporary issues, such as the ones I mentioned, we create meaningful connections between our maritime heritage and the world we live in today. We strive to be at the forefront of innovation using advanced technologies like 3D digitization to protect and to promote our cultural heritage and ensuring that it remains relevant and accessible for all. Our commitment to sustainability, education, and community engagement reflects our dedication to making the Malta Maritime Museum a leader in addressing the challenges of our time. Thank you for your attention.